Hey gang, Hammersill here. You can see that I'm playing the Öland. This is a tier 8 match, so my ship is top tier. And this is one of my new and possibly continuing series of close games. Now, some games of course will be closer than others, but this was close enough where I think it fits into this category pretty well. Now you can see that being top tier, there's not a whole lot in this particular case, this particular game. Not a whole lot of radar that I have to contend with, which is really nice, although there are aircraft. But the aircraft are tier 6, so not as big a threat. I'm just kind of having a look around. I changed my captain settings on the Öland to make it a little bit more of a gunboat. Initially I had set it up more as a torpedo boat, and I think I probably will need another captain, because I think the tier 9 and the tier 10 for sure really should be set up as torpedo boats. But I picked up the Småland, which is the premium that you can pick up, and for free XP. And I think that needs to be set up as a gunboat. It's got radar, and it's really kind of designed to push in and catch enemy DDs. So anyhow, I set up this captain for that ship, and I'll probably need to make another one for the tier 9 and tier 10 in the tech tree line. Anyway, all of that said, you can see that I'm just trying to avoid being spotted by these planes, but I think he's intent on dropping the Amalfi, which means I'm going to get spotted no matter what I do here. So I'm going to just position myself to be able to lend my AA while minimizing the possibility of eating torpedoes. And nope, he decided he was going to run over there and I guess try to get the Amagi. Now, at this tier, especially recently, it seems to me, there has been a lot of there have been a lot of blowout games. I think I mentioned that in the last game that I posted in the gearing. So any game that's even reasonably close stands out, and this was one. I had a pretty decent game here, but the teams on both sides were filled with a lot of very inexperienced players, which you know, I often check when there's a game that just looks like it was sideways most of the game. I'll generally look afterwards, you know, just kind of get a feel for where things are. And there were a lot of very new players in this game, which is always something of a crapshoot. You never know what you're going to end up with. I was thinking initially that I might wait until I got behind this island so that the Trento that you see on the minimap up there wouldn't paste me, but I realized I was about to get spotted by an enemy anyway. I'm having a heck of a time landing shells here, but I do manage finally to make some things connect.
We destroyed their destroyer.
Okay, so that's first blood, which is always nice. I thought about rushing out there and trying to take advantage of that smoke, but then I thought, well, there's a Kagero out there, there's a Devonshire out there. If I get spotted in open water before I get to the smoke, won't be good with the Devonshire sitting right there. And
Torpedoes,
possibility of torpedoes just made me think, no, I'm just going to back up here and try and hit the Bayern. Now that's a long shot. He's already turning out. I'm a little surprised that he decided to run from the Amalfi, but he did.
Engine boost activated.
So now I am going to try and cross. Devonshire has moved north quite a bit. Gives me a little bit more time to dodge should his shells start coming this way. You can see Trento is also heading away, but here comes Ranger.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert
To spot me just as I'm moving out in open water. So I activate the AA and smoke goes away just as I'm... Isn't that the way? Alright. So the aircraft pulled back, fortunately for me. So I'm not detected, at least not right now. You can see I turned my AA back off to prevent getting spotted out here as much as I can, or as long as I can. But our Farragut seems determined. And you see our Amalfi there in the chat, talking about the fact that everybody's come this way, leaving our Fubuki over there by himself. And we've already lost to Dallas and Nagel. Fubuki's in a terrible place. We know he's not going to last long. Farragut's in a terrible place. He's not going to last long. And the Farragut player, just really new and inexperienced. You can see his engines are out. You can see that by the smoke. He's repaired now, but he's continuing to fire because he's spotted by the planes. Now the planes are gone. He could quiet his guns. But instead, he didn't. Oh, sorry about that. I should probably catch this call. Be right back.
Concentrare il fuoco sul bersaglio indicato. Concentrate fire on that enemy warship.
Now the Kagero, I was really hoping we'd be able to finish off the Kagero, but
The enemy team has taken the lead.
nope. Meanwhile, there's an enemy Farragut pushing our cap. Our Byron's there alone. We've got an Amagi in North Carolina on the flank, sitting on the one line, being relatively ineffective, and they're pushing into the teeth of the enemy fleet. So already we know they're not going to last very long. So I've decided I'm going to see if I can't help
Denied.
prevent this Farragut from capping us out. Now, as you can see, I'm not having a stellar game here. We're a little over 9 minutes in. I've only got 42,000 damage. I guess that's decent, but not great. And I'm starting to feel
Reporting a target's position.
a little bit stressed out about where we stand right now. We've lost 5 ships. They've only lost 2. Their Trento and their Kagero are both banged up, but so are our Amalfi and Nuremberg, Nuremberg is always just one battleship volley away from being sunk anyway. Now I'm hoping that Farragut's going to push in here and smoke. But if nothing else, he may smoke once I open up on him, which is going to happen here in just a second. Now he's got torpedoes, but they don't have a whole heck of a lot of range. So he's considering his options here. I'm just taking a look at what he's doing as far as speed. And he is smoking, so he's going to be decreasing his speed. He's probably going to reverse out of that. So I'm going to need to push. If he's smart, he's reversing and changing his angle. Kagero takes down the Byron that was running from the cap.
Engine boost activated.
Our North Carolina does manage to finish off the enemy. firing up there. So North Carolina is at least, he's doing something. I'm just looking at the mini-map. Nuremberg is turning around, presumably to give me some help. But there can't be, I mean, Farragut, looking at the indicator there, you can see below the ribbons on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see Farragut is really badly damaged. One, maybe two volleys should be enough to finish off the Farragut. I just have to be careful in my approach that I don't push in and eat a face full of torpedoes. So I want to make sure I've got plenty of speed and that I have an angle that'll allow me to move away. So they have basically double our points, more or less. We're down to 5 ships. They still have 8. This is this is not looking very good, but I haven't given up yet. We managed as a team to finish off the Kagero. Thank you, Amalfi. And 2 volleys, and Farragut is down. And suddenly this is looking a little bit more winnable. We're still at 5 ships. Now they are at 6. They are no longer threatening our cap. Debating about what to do here. Decide to go ahead and put the torps in the water for North Carolina. And then take advantage of the Farragut smoke. Just back up and make sure I don't get spotted. And I can actually fire from here.
Engine boost deactivated.
You can see North Carolina's accelerating. There's a fire. Got myself detected. But his guns seem to be trained on the Nuremberg, so I did manage to land 1 torpedo. No flooding. He's still burning. Let's see if I can't get another fire. Now I was really hoping that our North Carolina Amagi might fall back here. They accomplished the task of getting the entire red team to move toward the red cap, which I think is great. I was really hoping that they would fall back here. You can see that rather than do that, they just kept pushing. Now North Carolina definitely, he did some lifting, but now that he's gone, Amagi's the only target up there for Devonshire, Basteris, Tallinn. It's not going to be pretty for him. I'm trying to get close enough to be able to throw torpedoes out and have them actually able to catch up to this North Carolina. I think I'm there now. The only reason I'm waiting at this point is I want to see whether he's going to try and go to the left or the right side of that island. Okay, so he's plainly going to the left side of that island. So I'm going to go ahead and get the torpedoes out, and then I'm going to follow that up with guns, try and get some fires. Make sure I don't run into the island. Firing angles are not great on the Öland. Got to show a lot of broadside to be able to get both turrets on a target. So I'm trying to do that and run as closely as I can to these islands without running into them, while trying to get some fires on the North Carolina. My hope is that I can get him burning, and that if he repairs and then I hit him with a torpedo, so there's a fire, maybe he'll flood. No guarantee, but that's the goal. Now he's obviously going to try and turn behind the island. Well, that's fine. There's another fire. I've got 19 seconds and I'll have torpedoes back up. So I'm going to swing the torpedo tubes and guns to this side. So I'm pretty sure he's going to try and now head north. I've got torpedoes that are just about back up. There he is. I'm guessing he's just going to turn and run north. So I'm going to get the guns working right away. And you see I've slowed way down. because I really need to finish out this North Carolina. We lost another ship, we're down to 4, and our Amagi, he's not going to last long. So really it's just a question of now, can I get enough fire going so that if a torpedo hits him, it'll finish him. At least that's the thought process here.
In 5 minutes.
I think I'm going to catch him with 1. And there is flooding. That's going to do it for North Carolina, so I'm going to get moving again, because I'm going to have to push north. Okay, so now it's 3 ships to 4, and while this game is not looking good, it's not over yet. We've still got 4.5 minutes. Nuremberg, Ranger, and myself. I don't know how many hit points the red ships have left. Because I haven't actually been able to see them, it doesn't update those green lines, you know, the hit point lines on the markers there. But I'm guessing they've taken damage and that they are killable now. Or sinkable. The real issue here is the ships that remain. They are. I mean, Visteris obviously is. Fast torpedoes, and it's kind of comparable, although at a different tier, to this ship that I'm in. But the Talon, that thing's that's a DD killer for sure. Same with Devonshire, really hard-hitting AG. And here it comes. So I'm throwing some torpedoes out there. I'm gonna go dark. I'm debating about whether I should heal up a little bit here, and I'm thinking, I hate to use the heal, but I still have 4 of them.
Are on normal alert.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. Now I have to get close because I'm going to have to sink something, and it's probably going to require throwing torpedoes out at close range. Now, unfortunately, Devonshire and the Talon both have a lot of hit points. And I'm spotted. This isn't going to last much longer. And I know that, but you know what? Never say die. So I've got AP on his broadside. See what I can do here. It's not a whole lot of damage, but it is broadside, so I went to AP. He's going to start angling in here, so I need to change to AG. There's the high caliber. Devonshire still can get guns on me, and you can see guns from the Visteris there. It's a last-ditch effort. I'm, hoping maybe Nuremberg will get guns on Visteris. Chances are not good, but okay. So I've got to guess where Talon's going to go. Yeah, that definitely hurt, and that's it for me. I got my torpedoes away, and you can see where this is going. But it was close, and it was a very fun game to play. So I will say thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you the next time.